Want to know the most reliable way to turn a girl on and make her desperate to wrap her legs around you? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a secret method that you can use to inject hot sexual tension into any conversation with a woman and practically overload her mind with uncontrollable desire to the point where she wants nothing more than to touch you and kiss you and let you take complete control over her body. This method is so easy to use that even the most ordinary guy can use it to ignite deep sexual urges inside a woman's mind. In other words, you do not need to be a 6-foot tall male model with a 6-figure income to make this work. The secret sauce to all of this is flirting. In fact, research done at Webster's University shows that good flirting is the #1 most effective way to spark attraction, and it trumps all other factors like height, physical appearance, age, and income. And what's more, you can even use this flirting method on a woman who previously had no interest in you or only saw you as a friend. And within minutes, you can unleash that raw sexual chemistry that's been missing between the two of you and finally make her see you as a potential lover or boyfriend, okay? So let's say a woman liked you at first, but she seems to be losing interest now. Or your girlfriend or your wife starts acting cold and distant. You can use this flirting method to instantly reignite and amplify her desire to a whole new level. And once you do, she will rush back to you and treat you better than ever and beg for your attention. Additionally, if you're after a really gorgeous girl who has like hundreds of rich and handsome men talking to her every single day and going after her, you can use this flirting method to stand out and turn her on so much and so fast that she has no choice but to ignore those other guys and instead lust after you and you alone. Now, I know that I am making a huge, almost outlandish promise to you, but it's a promise that I am comfortable making because I have seen this method work for thousands of men in the past. More importantly, as a woman myself, I know what good flirting can do to a girl. That intoxicating rush of feelings, the steady rise in sexual tension. Even the most normal guy can seem like James Bond or Christian Grey to us if he can flirt the right way. So as you continue to watch this video, I will show you exactly what good flirting feels like to a woman, why it's the ultimate key to unlocking her attraction. And of course, I'm also going to reveal the simple flirting method that you can start using right away to make women crave you sexually. But first, I'm going to answer one very important question that may be on your mind right now, and it should be on your mind. The question is, who the hell is this woman and why should I even listen to her? Well, my name is Marnie, and I am an internationally renowned attraction expert and also known as the world's #1 wing girl. Over the last couple of decades, I have taught thousands of men, just like you, how to attract the women of their dreams without changing who they are or using any sleazy pickup lines or tactics or really adjusting anything about themselves. As a result, I have been featured on several renowned publications like Forbes and Men's Health and Men's Journal and Ask Men, along with several television appearances on networks like CNN, NBC, CBS, Fox, and MTV. And today my YouTube videos, blog posts, and podcasts are viewed by millions of guys from around the globe every single month, which is pretty cool, right? But most importantly, I am still as obsessed about helping good men like you attract the women you desire as I was when I started. And I promise in the next few minutes, I am going to do just that. Okay, so here's what it feels like for a woman when she's flirted with the right way. So think of the last time you were on a roller coaster. There was like this rush and mix of emotions, wasn't there? The jittery feeling in your body as you climb up that hill, your heart thudding so loud you can hear it in your ears. And when the drop comes, you feel it deeply in your stomach. You feel exhilarating adrenaline, almost like you're flying without wings. And afterwards, you are elated. You're brimming with energy and ready to do stuff you wouldn't normally do. Well, that's exactly what women experience with good flirting. Whether it's a guy we just met, a guy we only see as a friend, or even a guy we've been with for a very long time. Creating that roller coaster experience is all it takes to turn us on and get us in the mood to escalate with you to that next level. So here's why that happens. When you're riding a real roller coaster, you experience the scary emotion of falling that literally elicits the fear of death. But because it's safe and it's in a controlled environment where you won't actually die, that allows you to enjoy it. Now, that's exactly what good flirting does too. It produces that same emotional mix of danger and safety within a girl's mind, which makes it exciting for her to escalate with you. You say and do things to arouse her emotion, but it's all done in this safe, controlled context of playfulness and camaraderie. And as a result, she's turned on, her guard's down, her logical mind steps out of the way, and she is ready to let out her sexual side. And when you know the right way to flirt, you can create that roller coaster feeling in any situation you like with any girl you like. And it will always activate her sexual urges no matter what type of girl she is, because this is a biological reaction all women have. Once that emotional roller coaster is created, her ape brain feels safe and at ease with you, but at the same time, she's excited and turned on in your presence. So you can easily make your move on her without coming off as creepy or getting rejected. In fact, she will be so desperate for you to make a move on her, she will amp up her own flirting, show more affection and interest towards you, and start giving you all the signals to go for it, to take her, to make her yours. And what's even better is that even if a girl gets approached 50 times a day, there is still a low chance she'll encounter even one guy who can give her that safe roller coaster experience, which is something she needs in order to feel sexually aroused. So that means as you continue to watch this video and discover my simple and effective flirting method, you will be instantly placed among the top 1% of men who approach women the right way. In other words, you'll have a massive upper hand over most guys competing for the women that you want, and you will be among the few who can ignite attraction and escalate with a girl without facing instant rejection, which I think is pretty amazing. And the best part is that this method is so ridiculously easy, you can master it over a short weekend. And words cannot describe how excited I am to reveal it to you and unveil it to you today. It's literally been years in the making. You see, until recently, I had a problem that prevented me from teaching guys how to flirt. I wasn't able to see outside of myself. I was never able to pinpoint what was so effective about good flirting, so I could put it into methods and strategies that can actually help men learn it. But then I met my amazing wing girl Marissa, and all of that changed. And Marissa has the uncanny ability to pinpoint exactly what makes us girls respond to your flirting with intense and immediate attraction. She could take even the shyest, most insecure, and most average-looking guy and help him land the most gorgeous, amazing woman with absolute ease, all because she had the art of flirting down to a science. And she explained every technical nuance of creating that emotional roller coaster in the most simple and elegant detail that clarified everything for guys in our coaching sessions. And I was shocked that she can teach guys how to flirt in ways that I'd been trying to get my fingers on for years. And that's when I had an idea. I asked Marissa to put her flirting method into a step-by-step formula that any guy can follow to become an expert at flirting, and she did. Now, this is the first time I've let anyone besides me create a wing girl product, and for very good reason. Frankly, most women do not understand their own attraction consciously enough to teach it to guys. They give the typical BS advice that most women give that doesn't really help, totally confuses men, and actually makes guys a little bit wussier. But when I saw the results Marissa got for the initial coaching clients of her flirting formula, she over the top impressed me. So college kids, grown-ups, divorced men, and even guys in long-term relationships were using her formula to either create or revive sexual desire within the women they pursued or were involved with for a long time. And the effect it has had has been absolutely shocking. Her flirting method could turn women on so much, so fast, it felt unreal. And what's even better is that her step-by-step formula only involves 3 phases of conversation, which basically implies that any guy can use it to go from hello to the bedroom or a relationship or whatever you want to take it to in a very short period of time without complicating things. She drew from decades of research, observing, questioning, and testing her findings on women of all kinds, using concepts from neuroimaging and evolutionary psychology studies to amplify its effectiveness. She analyzed, probed, and examined over 10,000 real women for this. Most of them didn't even know that they were under the microscope. And she performed her formula to the point where it was absolutely bulletproof, meaning any guy, no matter how much he has struggled with women all of his life, could use this formula to hook a girl's interest, arouse her emotions, and get eager to be with him. And once the formula was perfected, we even tested it again so that there was no room for errors. But even now, the results were still the same. Once the guys in our test group started using the F formula, girls would laugh at their jokes more, they would linger around them longer, they would flirt back with them and touch them and be eager to escalate with them, when before their interactions went almost nowhere. And it all came down to the 3 distinct phases of flirting Marissa outlines in her formula. You see, when you guide a woman through these 3 phases of flirting, she cannot help but experience sexual feelings towards you. As you go through these 3 phases, the sexual tension keeps rising in the conversation, and when it reaches boiling point, well, you know what happens. Whether you want her to give her your number, a kiss, go on a date, or whatever you want, she is going to be ready for it without signs of resistance. And the